You already know the vibes. Haircut, blade in the spot, don't make it too hot. Now, I was asleep, I'm not gonna lie to you all. And the reason I was asleep is because my barber wanted to get a haircut earlier with me. He said 10 a.m. I said 10 a.m. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to go ahead and hit the gym a little bit earlier. So I stopped streaming at 3, made the video, scheduled it for 4 a.m., went to sleep at like 4 a.m., woke up at 7 a.m., hit the gym at like 8 a.m., and then went to get a haircut at 10 a.m. And then I got home and I was exhausted. I said 3 hours of sleep. Who the hell can run on that? Definitely not I. So you know what I did? I went to sleep, woke back up, and now I'm feeling refreshed. I was gonna wake up at 3 originally and go ahead and make the content for you all, but I said if you really loyalty, you're gonna watch it no matter what time I go ahead and upload it, just because you're loyalty and you have your priorities set straight. So let's go ahead and check out the player program that arrives today, which is the 99 overall Roberto Clemente. Yes, I do know I said Hank Aaron yesterday, but I was just saying that to see who would make it to the end of the video. You feel me? I really think that was, Hank Aaron. We start off with Tom Hankey. Tom Hankey, 105, 125, hit per 9, K per 9. Fastball, forkball, slider, similar in my opinion to Lee Smith, except he doesn't have a cutter. I don't think it's going to be a bad card. I just don't think it's going to be a great card either, just because it doesn't have outlier at all. As we continue down the line, you see a set 42 pack, choice pack to be exact, and then 99 overall Brooks Robinson. Not a bad card either. Pretty good contact numbers, pretty good power numbers. Parallel 2, he gets that 80 power against both sides. And then when we're talking about defensively, he is going to be the best defensive third baseman that you will find in the game with 46 speed. Not a bad card. If you like his swing, you can go ahead and knock yourself out. But I'd rather have Chipper Jones anytime, any day. And now we're talking about the big boys right here. We start off with Mike Piazza. Now, Mike Piazza, look at those numbers. My Lord. I mean, Kyle Schwarber is your endgame lefty, but this guy is your endgame catcher in general. Like, it don't matter if he's a lefty or a righty. He's an endgame catcher, 74 arm strength, and then you add 68 reaction. The reaction is down. That's going to make his pop time extremely slow, but I don't care about his reaction or none of that. When he got that kind of contact and power, oh, baby, stop playing with me. And then we got Lefty Grove, 101, 108. He throws a four seam, a curveball, a changeup, slider, and a cutter. I really like the fact that he throws a fastball and a cutter, right? And then if you go into the quirks, he has outlier 1 on that fastball. So that fastball is coming in at least 102. He has good pitch differentials, and I think that he's going to be usable. This is probably the first year that we have a Lefty Grove that's going to be usable. Then you get Mike Schmidt. He has low contact against right-handers as opposed to what you expect from a 99 overall card, but besides that, all his other attributes are great. And just like Brooks Robinson, this is an amazing third baseman, elite defense. Now, you see that secondary is shortstop. I wouldn't really play him at shortstop because a lot of players like Mike Schmidt, when they are primary third baseman and you move them to shortstop, they don't have those cool animations that shortstops get, especially for being diamond defenders as well as having diamond reaction, which he will lose as well unless you parallel him if you go ahead and move him to either first base or shortstop. And the 66 speed is not bad at all either. And then I believe these are the base rounds right here. You get Chris Bryant, good contact, good power against both sides. In terms of defense, he's going to be an alright third baseman, but he has beautiful secondary positions, so he can play really anywhere on the diamond. Then you have Lou Brock, the 800, I believe it's 93 stolen bases, the all-time record. That looks like a 9, not a 0 to me. So if I'm getting this wrong, you just gonna have to excuse me, and if you got a problem, we can literally settle this anytime, any day. You just gotta let me know where. Good contact, decent power. In terms of fielding for a left fielder, he has 78 fielding, parallel 2, it gets to gold. 86 reaction is pretty good, parallel 4, it gets to diamond. And then the speed, I mean, I don't even need to say anything. You clearly see he's the best stolen base guy you could have on your team. And then Jim Palmer, he gets a card as well, so anyone that's an Orioles fan is probably pretty happy with this. 96 overall, 96 hits per 9, 88 Ks per 9. You have a fastball, 12-6 slider, sinker, changeup. Nothing truly overpowering, but great pitch differentials in terms of his pitches. Paul Konerko gets a 96 overall first base card, which is funny because I'm pretty sure that his team affinity card, and if not team affinity, his collections card is just as good as this card. So in my opinion, I felt like Paul Konerko, they need to come out with a better card for him. in general, but considering this is the 96 overall prime, he might not be getting a better card at all. With the amount of first basemen that we have available as well, he definitely doesn't crack endgame first basemen. And then Dylan Betances, despite this card only having 2 fastballs, I looked at the quirks. I thought he had outlier. He doesn't have outlier, so this card is not as good as you'd expect. But for some reason, the movement on his 4-seam, 2-seam, and the slurve, it just makes it extremely difficult for players to go ahead and successfully crush him. And Mike Piazza, he can even play first base for you. So you don't have to have him behind the dish. He can literally be either a platoon hitter with Kyle Schwarber or your first baseman if you don't like the first basemen that we have. But we have so many first basemen that how do you not like the first basemen that we have? And then Felix Hernandez, perfect game card, 120 hit per 9, 100 K per 9. I don't understand these attributes. He should have 125 hit per 9 because, I mean, he threw a perfect game for crying out loud. He didn't allow a hit. This is a milestone card. He should have it. He has a changeup, 4-seam, sinker, slurve, and a cutter. So he has the 3 meta fastballs, and then he has a changeup and a slurve. The slurve is kind of like a slider, so we're just going to go ahead and let him rock when it comes to that. But besides that, I'll be honest, the card looks good on paper, but it just doesn't have anything too overpowering, and then the pitch differentials aren't too great. Felix Hernandez is usually a diamond starting pitcher that is easy to read, and a lot of people just go ahead and smoke him, and I don't think this year it's going to be anything different just because of the simple fact that he doesn't have any outlier, and there is nothing that goes ahead and distinguishes his pitch differentials in terms of speed. And then last but not least, we get this Roberto Clemente card, 124, basically 125 because parallel 1 gets him up to 125. He has above 80 power against both sides. The fielding is going to be one of the best fielding right fielders that we have in the game at 95, 99, and then 95 reaction. At a secondary, he still has that diamond fielding and diamond reaction, which is beautiful. 72 speed, not bad at all. All you have to do is like his swing. If you like his swing, this is probably your right fielder for right now, especially if you are a Pittsburgh Pirates or a Roberto Clemente fan in general. So those are all the cards that we got from the player program. Let's go into the showdown real quick and see what's available along the reward path, just in case there are any goodies that we should know about. And no, there are absolutely no goodies that we should know about. And then last but not least, we do have a new conquest map. Don't worry, I'm coming with the conquest guide very soon. I just woke up. I told you all, you guys shouldn't be looking at me like, Blade, where's the conquest map guide? I've been waiting. Like, I just literally told you, I woke up. Chill out, mac out with that. And then last but not least, we have the events and then the new headliners pack. So in the events, we have ourselves Lucas Giolito, and we also are going to have ourselves DJ LeMahieu. The DJ LeMahieu 97 overall card is going to be great against left-handers and then decent against right-handers. Once you super factor him, he's going to hit that 80 threshold for power against right. The fielding is not bad at all. 87 fielding is gold fielding. 92 reaction is diamond reaction. You put him at a secondary and he still has gold fielding, and then the reaction is going to be diamond once again once you parallel him. And then 50 speed is not terrible either. Lucas Giolito, on the other hand, 4-seam, circle change, slider, 12-6. Since anything he has is not overpowering or really different in terms of pitch speeds differentials, it's not going to be a great card. It's going to be a decent card, but I do not expect you to go ahead and see this card a ton in ranked seasons or anywhere else for that matter. Maybe from those that grind it out. And then last but not least, we have this headliners pack. By the way, you might be wondering, is the Field of Dreams pack worth it at 30K? It's going to be worth it in the long run because once these packs leave, you already know the vibes. Everything is going to skyrocket in price for it. Now, obviously, if you get the rare rounds, it's going to be worth it 100% out of 100% of the times. And then last but not least, we have Max Meyer, starting pitcher, fastball, slider, changeup, sinker. So really a 3-pitch pitcher, even though, yes, he does have a sinker. He just has 2 off-speed pitches and then 2 fastballs, which go ahead and translate to 1 fastball considering how hard he throws. 106, 102 is not bad at all. And then I expected to see outlier, but since he doesn't have outlier and due to the nerf they went ahead and did on sinkers, he really is a 3-pitch pitcher. He throws a fastball, whether it's 4-seam or sinker, and then a slider and a changeup. If you did end up enjoying today's content, like button, red subscribe button, everything else that you need is inside the description. Make sure you check it out. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one.